Welcome to the channel, folks. Clunkers, Classics, and Kitties. Just fed them. They're all sitting around and lounging around. But anyway, we are continuing the adventures of restoring this 68 Chevelle Nomad wagon. Got a lot in the interior done the last few episodes, and just waiting on some little belt molding things there for the door panels, and we can pretty much finish up the interior. Other than I won't mount the front seats until I get all under the dash done. Okay, so this video might be a little bit all over the place, but pretty sure I didn't want to start taking this front end apart till I finished up a bunch of other stuff, interior, but I think we're going to go ahead and take it off. Now, the easiest would be to take the front clip off, a few bolts, and lift the whole front end up and take it off, but it's all going to be taken apart anyway, because everything's going to be painted. You know, all these inner fenders and the core support, then the header panel, bumper grill, everything's got to come off, and every piece has got to be taken off anyway. So I'm going to take it off in pieces, plus I can't lift the whole front end by myself and move it over without twisting it and screwing it up. So I'll be taking off, you know, this fender, this wheel well, same with this side. The radiator's just sitting in there. And then kind of remember where everything goes. The wiring, it's not too hard. Plus I got a 69 Chevelle. If I forget where anything goes, I'm going to be taking off all these. So you can take off the one harness here, but it's got this one wire going. This is actually, I think it's called the horn relay, but it's really just a power junction box. So there's a big power wire going all the way over to here. So I got to disconnect all this stuff anyway. Headlights, voltage regulator, take all that off, pull all the wiring to the side, disconnect the AC. Core support's a little bit rusty there, little rust hole there. I guess that's a factory hole, I'm not sure. Looks like a rust hole, but that's for the AC line into the condenser. There's actually supposed to be two of them. Can't really see. But we'll get that out. Take all that out separately. Disconnect this. Okay, then we'll get started on the front end. We need to paint the frame, paint everything all black. Pour 15 stuff. I got some front end parts here. I'll show you in a minute. I got all them in, and then I also got 4 A-frames, got new shocks, new coils. Those are all coming in the next day or so. Just light a cigarette. And then in a couple days, when some money gets transferred, I'm going to go ahead and order the whole brake kit, which is the spindles, rotors, calipers, brake pads, the master cylinder, power brake booster, proportioning valve, all that stuff. It's one big kit for like 600 bucks. So that's all that I'll have to order all that probably in a few days. So we'll see how much we can get done without putting the spindles on, which I don't know if we can get much done. Yeah, I think the A-frames and everything mount to them, so we can't really get the coils in there. But anyway, so here's the front end kit I bought. It's $140 something. I was kind of unboxing it. There's the center link here. The 4 tie rods, ends, the sleeves for the tie rods. You know, you might as well buy the whole thing instead of trying to wrestle them things out. They'll be all rusted, and I see people spending hours heating them up and squirting fluid and all kinds of crap. And it's like, geez, they're only like a couple of bucks. Just replace them when you do the tie rods. The idler arm and the other 2 tie rods. And it says on here, Elgin, which is near Chicago, Elgin, Illinois, USA. But then on the box, or where was it? Elgin Industries, Elgin, Illinois, USA. Has our phone number and everything, so it looks like a USA product. But then it says right here, made in India. But it's just like anything. Anyway, it's a USA company. You know. So it's not like it's a Chinese company that's making their own knockoff stuff. Just, you know, a USA company, they send their specs to China, and then China makes it by their specs, tolerances, strength, all that stuff. Instead of just Chinese making it out of junk and not caring what the specs are. So I don't know, you would think it would be better. I don't know what the warranty and stuff is on this. I don't know how long it's guaranteed. Anyway, it's like 148 bucks, tax, shipped, everything. So that's everything for the steering. It all came in that box there. Always interesting to see the packing paper. The packing paper was in April 2017. The Daily Classifieds, ChicagoJobs.com. Okay, so anyway, I guess that's what I'll be doing. Next little while, jack this up, get her on jack stand, start taking off all the front end stuff. And then we may stop and do some other stuff, but that's the plan so far. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay guys, some of these say made in Taiwan. Tie rods, India. Idler arm, India. That's Taiwan. Something else. That one says made in Taiwan. So there's a little mixed bag. I just thought I'd mention that. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm tearing her down, but not much is going easy. Okay, just wanted to show you this. This filler panel here is all bent to shit. It had been whacked right in here, and they'd welded this filler panel onto the edge of the fender to line it up. And trying to get the bumper off. Really nothing wrong with the frame, but this is the bumper bracket, and all you got to do is take off these 2 bolts here to take it off. Well, they had it welded here and here. Let me see here. Yeah, it went like that. They had it welded. I guess that one fell off, the weld. Yeah, they had a big weld here, here, and here. Anyway, I had to take the bumper off with these bolts, which were a pain in the ass, and then use my chisel there and chisel off the welds. Okay, so everything's Airing's kind of loose. But got a bunch of bolts that just turn. You can't get vice grips behind them. These two here. Of course, the two at the bottom of the fenders. 2 9/16, but I can get some vice grips on them if I can get the wheel well out. So it looks like I'm gonna have to cut these. How many we got here? 1, 2, maybe just the 2. Might be one or two up there. Got to cut them, then pull the wheel well out. And then, yeah, and this one here spins too. So yeah, that was, I noticed, you know, you can see the red, original red there. And then this is just faded different. It's got some red on it, but so anyway, it looks like they replaced the fender. And got some body filler on this filler panel. I don't know how bad the core support will be. It might not be too bad. The grill's all kind of bent. Of course, the bumper's kind of rusty. A few dings on it. The grill's kind of bent. I don't know if I could straighten that out or see how much a new one is. But anyway, everything's a pain in the ass to get out. They had it all rigged up with little flathead screws and yeah. So anyway, it's coming along. When I come back, I'll probably have the whole front end off. Just figured I'd show you the problems. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, I got the front clip off. There's the wheel wells. Everything looks kind of salvageable. I know they make all this stuff new, but you know, it adds up if you buy it all new. So probably end up trying to save everything. Last time I looked, these little fender patches, they used to be about 20 bucks, are now about 50. I haven't looked lately, but may have to make up some patches. The brace, I think the braces are good. We're gonna look at it. Yeah, see the brace here that usually rots out if you're up north. The brace there is good, so yeah, it was a bitch getting them things off. Here's the bolts here, they just spin. You know, have to cut them off. Let's look at this other fender. Again, that brace is good. Just needs a little patch. This front filler panel. Hopefully they're cheap. You gotta get into one of them instead of trying to fix it. Core support's a little, you know, it looks like a hole, but that's where the AC line went through. I think that's a hole. One AC line went through this hole to the condenser and the other one went underneath. It's a little bit bent here. I got another one, but the other one's bent on one side. And I do have another fender. I have to check that. Anyway, this whole front end was just packed right up to here with leaves and grass, and I just got it all over myself, and being so hot out, I'm all sweaty, everything just stuck to me. It's all this stuff here on the ground. I blew it all out of the way, but okay, so what I'm afraid of, we're going to take off all this AC, blower motor, all that stuff next, pull all that out. You got this from the front and then the section from the back underneath the dash. But what I'm afraid of on these, because it's still leaking water inside the cab, and I run across it before, this inside here, just fills up with everything. And I think it rots something inside there behind it, because all the leaves, this thing, you know, it didn't have these grills in here. It sat outside for 30 years. So everything just came in and filled up this, and it probably rotted something back there that I can't see. And then when it rains, it lets water in through the front. That's why I haven't done the carpet or anything like that yet. Okay, so I think I'll be able to see it on this side with this off. And if it looks bad, well, I'll have to fix it somehow. And same with this side here. You can see it kind of rotting a little bit. See, there's a, I guess, I don't know if that's a rust hole or a drain hole there, but there's some crap coming out. I don't know if it's leaking on this side. I think it's leaking a little on this side and a lot on the passenger side. But anyway, I may have to cut this open with the grinding wheel. Cut it open and fix whatever's in behind there. I'll get a better look on the passenger side. But anyway, we may have to do some surgery on this, on these, on both sides. And we're going to clean up all the firewall, scrape it and wire brush it and pour 15 it and all that stuff. And after we get all this stuff, we're going to take all this stuff off and clean it all up and paint it, pour 15 it. Same with the yeah, when I took off these AC lines to the condenser, one of them dripped oil out. I couldn't believe it. I think it was this one here. And we're still oil. But all this stuff was been open for 30 something years. Anyway, we're going to get rid of all that, pull all that out, clean it all up, take it all apart. The heater core is right in here. Yeah, that's on the back half of it. And we're going to do that, but I'm pretty sure I'll just buy a new one. And then, of course, we're going to reseal. That's the other thing where it could be leaking from, is just through this, all around the edges there. So once all that's off, cleaned up, we'll reseal it, put it back on. But not yet. Put it back on yet, because we may, I don't know, we may use the truck. If I do the LS swap, we may use the truck stuff and see if we can rig it in there. I don't know. But we'll get it all off and cleaned up and all that. Get it all ready except put it back on. And then these are the wires here that went across the core support for the lights and everything. I just took all them off. They do, like I said, they do unplug, but it's got a couple of wires that go. I think that one goes to the brake, and then the other wire comes up, I think, through here. It's a power wire going in here, powers the circuit for the blower motor and everything. And then we'll check this. Well, this one was off. I don't know if that's the ground. It's got all the original wires, but I doubt anything works. I doubt the blower motor or any of these little switches and relays and crap are any good at all. But anyway, that's what I'll be doing next. I'll be taking all this stuff apart. So I'll be back. Okay, I got that off, and like I said, it's or like I thought, it's full of crap. I'm sure this deal's probably good, but I took the blower motor off first. It's all rusty. You can't see too good in there, but see, there's a flap right here that opens, and I'm sure the water, when it comes through here, gets in through there somehow, and I can feel it, it's packed up to about here. So from here down, it's packed with all leaves and crap in there. I don't know, it doesn't feel like there's a drain hole there, but we'll have to make one, because I don't know how that water and shit's supposed to get out of there. See, just handfuls of it. So that's what happens. Yeah, it must be this flapper door here. And then this, I think this is another flapper door opening. It looks like something's messed up with it. But we'll take the back half out underneath the dash that has all the, have to take these clamps off here, the heater core and everything, and we'll take all that out too, and then start cleaning all this up. And these are part of the back half of it, these, so you got to give them a little tap. They're probably jammed in there a little bit. Okay, well, I'll be back. Maybe not tonight because it's starting to get dark, but I'll be back later. Okay, guys, this is the piece that goes underneath the dash. This one. Okay, that's like your floor vent holes. Okay, and I just took out the controller thing with it there with all the cables. That way I didn't have to disconnect them or nothing. So they're gonna open, what, 3 different things here. This one here opens up this flapper. You see that moving a little bit, but I'm not gonna force it because it's just filthy. And this one will open another flapper. It's probably frozen up. And what, we got one more in here. Opens up that one, I guess. Okay, so your heater core's in here. We'll take off all this insulation crap. We'll have to, yeah, this is gonna have to be split apart here with the screwdriver. Anyway, the heater core, I don't know if you can see, it's right there. We're gonna have to see if we can fix this flapper here. That close will block off the heat, and you open it and it opens up the heat. But anyway, we'll get this off. There's a couple little 1/4-inch screws there. I'll go ahead and take that off and get that apart. See if this thing is even salvageable. I don't know if they make new ones or not, but obviously it's not closing very good or sealing very good. It's something's off. So we can't have that. Okay, so this is the inside of it. Got some more insulation here. You probably can't see it. Let me grab my... Got some more insulation in there. We're going to clean up all this old 54-year-old caulking and everything, but... Okay. See if we can see in there. You can see the crap down in there. And then this, hey, that's where it went there. It's not rotted through or nothing that I can see. And this is that flapper there that's possibly leaking in crap. You see, it goes right down into here. We'll just have to check it with a water hose and everything and see where It could be leaking from up here, up in there. But yeah, it's in behind here is where it's filled up with crap. So anyway, yeah, I'll be taking the rest of that insulation stuff off, see if we can get some new stuff or use some from the Home Depot or the Lowe's of that I'll lay down here underneath the carpet too. So we're going to clean up all that and pour 15 it, just like I did the top part of it. See the top part of the dash and everything. We poured 15 all that. So we'll do all that underneath here too and clean it all up. Hopefully keep it from leaking. But like I said, we're probably going to leave this off for now until see what we can do about the truck stuff. But it needs to be all cleaned up and painted anyway. Okay, well, I'll be back. Okay guys, I got this taken apart. You can see all the rat crap nests and nuts and stuff that it's in here. That's where the heater core went. It doesn't look that bad. There's no a little bit right there, but it doesn't look like it's been really leaking that bad. Yeah, this flapper here, see, it's been eaten by the rats right here. I'll tell you, that's what it's supposed to do. That'd be letting in the hot, and then that's closing off the heater core. And it's all eaten here. Not exactly sure what's supposed to be there, but that's a whole little plastic deal here. I guess it's something to do with that rod there. I'm not sure. I got another one of these for a 69 in my shed mobile home over there. But they say a 68 heater core is different than a 69 to 72. A lot of things are different on the 68, like the coil springs that I ordered. It was 68, and then they had another part number different for 69 to 72 wagon. So why is 68 wagon different? Control arms were the same from 64 to 72. So I'm not sure what, but anyway, they wanted 150 for the 68 coil springs, and I got the 69 to 72 for like 100. So same thing with the core support, or the heater core. So we'll see. I got all this for 69. We'll see. We'll take it apart, see if this stuff's any good on it. If not, I don't know. It looks like it's kind of part of that. And then this little cover comes off too. I'm not exactly sure what's behind that. I think just a flapper. But we'll check that. We'll take it all apart. But that's why it has to be taken apart, to clean all this shit out of it. Can you imagine not doing that and then having the heater core heat up and make that, all this stuff would just stink your whole car out. It'd just be god awful. So anyway, that's just figure I'd show you what's inside that. I'll go in the shed tomorrow when it's light out and get all them, see if I can round together something that'll work. Okay, so I'll be back later. Okay guys, this is the next morning. Here's the old assembly there from the 68, and I took this out of my shed. It's from a 69 Malibu, and it's a lot better shape. It's less rusty. This flapper, move it. Anyway, this flapper works a lot better. Let's see if I can get the, There we go there. See I need all new cables. See this cable? It's supposed to be clamped in there, and it's, this one here is broken. So I'm gonna see if I can get a set of cables so that won't open. But anyway, that is heater. When you turn the heater on, that opens that flap, and then when you turn AC, closes it this way. And it does work with these. It was working until this thing came out of the deal. So anyway, and it's built a little bit different design. So this flapper here, the seal's good. The other one from the 68 was all eaten by rats, so it wasn't going to get a good seal anyway. I tested out the heater core best I could. I just stuck a water hose there and held that. I didn't see any leaks, but I'll probably get another heater core since I got to order new cables. This little deal is different connection, and this turns the heater on, and that goes to the defrost. So that opens, and see, this one ain't working very good either. There it is. That opens the flapper in there for the defrost to go up. And AC heater off, hot, and de-ice. Anyway, there's another flapper in here for the, I guess that would be the de-icer of the floor. It's got a little vent there that the 68 didn't have. And then this little thing here is a little bit different. But anyway, I got to take all that apart to get that new cable in. Got to take it all apart again to put the heater core in. The heater core from the 68 wasn't mounted in there. These two little screws here were two little clamp holders. And so somebody had changed that or monkeyed around with it or something and didn't put it in right. And I think that's why this door was jammed up and broke, because the heater core wasn't in there right. So it'd be 4 screws holding the heater core in, and it wasn't in the 68. So since they didn't put it in right, the flapper broke. And so anyway, I think this will work. It's the same, it looks like the exact same heater core, 68 and 69. This here was a little bit different. Just had a little thing for the cable to go on farther. This was a little bit different. Other than that, it should bolt in. So I'm gonna see if I can order that stuff. Possibly a blower motor. I got 2 blower motors, but I don't think either one of them is gonna work. I'll test them, but if it's cheap enough, I'll just buy a new one. Because anything like that, any of this heater core, blower motor, you got to take the fender off. So you can't restore the whole car, put all the body on it, paint it, get it all ready, and then all of a sudden you need a heater core or a blower motor. Then you got to take half the car. You got to take the fender and the header and everything off just to get at that stuff. So it's best to do it now. Okay, so I'm going to work some more on this firewall. I got to clean this side of the firewall out. I know it's going to be full of, can't get at it. I know that's going to be full of leaves and everything. I'm going to drill some holes in there. Worst case scenario, we're going to have to cut a big hole in here to get it all out. I did get shocks in. Probably some other parts will come in later today. And here's the KYB gas shocks. think they were about 65 bucks. Anyway, shocks aren't cheap anymore. So I think that's, I still got to clean out this AC stuff. Put that on, but, and I got another one from a 69, so we'll see how different they are. Okay, so I'll be back when I get some more stuff done. Okay guys, let's go over a few things. You remember way back when I said the serial number was underneath the heater core AC thing? I think there's 8 numbers of the serial number right there. That's upside down, but, and same right here. So that's where they are on a Chevelle. I'm going to record this, not just so you guys can see it, but so I have a record of it in case, for whatever reason. Okay, I cleaned most of this out with the leaves and everything, and I drilled 2 drain holes, one there and one right here underneath. I don't know why the factory, I don't know, it's supposed to be drained because this fills up with water. It comes in through here and it's supposed to drain out. But of course this one, and a lot of old cars have been sitting around, they fill up with leaves and dirt and shit in there. Dirt daubers and all kinds of crap. Okay, I drilled a big hole here for, this is the drain for the sunroof. So it's going to drain in behind the fender. Fender's here. You know, could probably have made it, try to make it somewhere else, but that's alright. This bottom of the fender is going to be an all new patch and everything, and painted, so it ain't going to rust out in my lifetime. Okay, I'm going to get some clear silicone and silicone that up real good. Same with the other side. Got that right here. Okay, this one had a little bit of rust, so I banged it out with a hammer, so that's all opened up. And same right on here. Now this was filled right up, probably right up to about here with leaves and dirt and shit. I had a mound. I swept it all up and put it in the burn barrel. But it was all leaves and dirt and, you know, nut remnants and everything else. Okay, these ones here, these I gotta cut off still. But I'm cleaning all this up to pour 15 it inside and out. I took off all the, well, I think I threw it out. I just been scuffing up the firewall here, and I'm gonna pour 15 all that inside and out. I'm going down to Lowe's probably here in a little while and get some of that duct insulation stuff that I'm going to put underneath the carpet, and I'm going to put that on the firewall to replace this stuff here. This is part of it. I'm just going to put that insulation and then mount the old heater core box, which I put over here. These cables are like $55 each. Price of stuff is just ridiculous. And then I remembered I had that 68 four-door Nova. So I used one cable from there, and I used a different type of clamp right here to clamp that one down because the plastic had come out from its own little clamp. So anyway, all the levers work. All these flappers open and close. Everything's good. I just kind of put it back together. I got a brand new heater core coming. It was about 50 bucks through Parts Geek. So that's sitting in here till I get a new heater core. And then this will be ready to put in. I had to put it a little different. This is out of the 69. And the little connection here is a little bit different. I'm not exactly sure what that does. When you turn heater, it pushes this little button in here, And then this little button here goes in. Okay, that one there is for the blower, for the fan. I forgot to look up what a new blower motor cost, and I haven't checked the old ones. They're so rusty. If they're cheap enough, which I doubt, I'll go ahead and buy a new one. If not, I'll see what I got laying around here to see if I can get something working. But that's one of them things. You got to take the fender off to change it. So I got to make sure I got a real good one. Okay, I got some more parts in. I guess this came from Summit. These are Moog front coil springs. Give me a sticker and everything. These were the ones that fit 69 to 72. Why they're not for 68, I don't know. But we'll get the old ones off. We'll measure them up. Okay, now this box looks like it's been shot with a shotgun or something. So this is also recording for my purposes here, because look at the holes in the bottom too. Now it's been taped to hell. The thing isn't even readable. Okay. These are supposed to be a set of 4 A-frames, control arms. Well, these are only the top. This is a left and the right top. Well, I'm assuming left and right. There could be 2 lefts or 2 rights. I don't know. They're supposed to be a set of 4. 2 tops, 2 bottoms. And there's no bottoms in this box. And they wouldn't have fit anyway. Even if there was 4 in there, the box got beat up and they fell out somewhere, that they wouldn't have, because they wouldn't be able to fit. So I sent them, the seller off of eBay, I sent him a message telling him what I just told you, and he hasn't answered yet, and that was late last night. Then I noticed on his auction listing, I didn't see it before, you know, the compatible vehicles, and he's listed for a 64 actually, 64 to 72 Chevelle. I think they also fit Le Mans and, you know, Buick Skylarks and stuff like that. So all that was listed, and I thought, well, great. And then they, you know, because they make these factory height, and then they have the 2-inch lowering. Everything's, you know, the brake spindles and A-frames, all for 2-inch lowering. That's the big thing. Well, I don't want it lowered. I want it factory height. So that's why I settled on these ones. They were factory height, not 2-inch dropped. So when I rechecked the auction to email them about this, it had on the very bottom of the listing, these are for later it says don't, the compatibility listing above is from eBay and may not be right. This listing is for cars with late 70s Camaro and Firebird disc brake conversion spindles or some crap. So I have no idea what that means. So I'm thinking about just sending this back here. You know, I asked him, I said, listen, is there another box coming? What's going on? But I think I'm just going to send these back and order from somebody else. I don't know what the difference is with a friggin'... Why list it for a Chevelle when it fits spindles for a later 70s? I don't... Bunch of bullshit. Anyway, I think that's going back. I don't even know what it came. Did it come through FedEx or something? FedEx or UPS, and we don't have any of them around here. We have drop-off places that drop it off, so I don't know. I don't even know how I can send that back. The only thing I got in this little town is a U.S. post office. So anyway, that may go back. Okay, I think that's all I want to go over. I think that's it. So I guess when I come back, if I don't end this video, I may end this video, guys, because it's probably getting kind of long. But I wanted to include everything in here, all the little steps and what to expect when you're doing one of these old cars. You know, one guy commented a while back, "Oh, I love putting an engine in them and going." Well, you can't just stick an engine in one of these old cars that have been sitting for 30, 40 years and just drive it. You know, you got to go through all this crap. You can't unload it like that, get it driving and try to sell it, or even drive it yourself. And just, you know, like I said, you got all that mice crap in there and leaves, and all that stuff will end up catching a fire or leaking water everywhere inside, and you got to go through it. Just go through the whole car, seal everything up. So yeah, I've been rambling a lot. So yeah, I guess we'll just end this video like this, and next video I'll have all this poor 15'd. I don't know if I'll get the new A-frames in time, but we'll start on the suspension. I'm going to order, I just got that money transferred, I'm going to order the whole brake kit and everything too. Hopefully that's the next video. If not, it'll be a video, because I'm going to order all that stuff today. All the brakes, everything needed, so we can get the whole front end done here real next video or two. So you can stay tuned for that. Maybe we'll go on to something else for the next video. That'll give me enough time to get all that stuff in. Okay, so yeah. Okay, subscribe if you haven't. Bottom right hand corner of the screen, just click that subscribe button and it should notify you when I get a new video out. If not, you can click that notification bell. That's supposed to notify you. Put it in your notifications. But I don't know. To me, when I subscribe, if you subscribe and then just click on your subscriptions, and then all the new videos from whoever you're subscribed to comes up. That's the way I do it. I don't need the notification bell or anything. But if you want to do it that way, that's what everybody else says. Okay, so yeah, like, comment, let me know what you think, share, all that stuff. I have no merchandise, not going to get any other than bumper stickers. So if you want to support the channel, that's the only way. $5, or if you want to donate extra or send me something, I got a P.O. box. Everything's in the description. Click on that. And I guess that's all. So yeah, I guess that's it. We'll see y'all next video. Thanks everybody for watching.